Juan. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you, Cheryl. Can you hear me in the back just to make sure I'm okay? Yeah? Awesome. For those who know me, I'm Tommy. I am their pretend uncle. And I thought about what to share. Because David asked me about 2 weeks ago to share, and I go, well, I thought about maybe I could share about stories about David growing up, or maybe my first impression of Kim when I first met her. It was good, by the way. But I thought about just being more practical. You know, I've been married for 23 years now, and so I think I'm gonna give them some advice to the new husband and wife. Yeah. Okay. Okay. So for the groom, listen up, David. David, never let Kim go to bed angry, because you will be defenseless when you sleep. If Kim says, you know, David, do whatever you want to, it really means you better figure out fast what she really wants you to do. If Kim says, you know, David, do it when you get a minute, it really means you should have done it already, mister, and without me telling you. And this one, does this dress make me look fat? You know, I've been married for 23 years. My wife has never asked me this question before. But if Kim asks you this question, my advice to you is just turn around and just run. Now Kim, listen up. If you ask David for his opinion on things, right, and he replies back, I don't know, guess what? He doesn't really know. Right? When David says, would you be mad if I decided to? Well, this really means he already did it, and he doesn't know how to hide it. Okay? Allow me to just pause here for a second. And husbands out there, if you agree with me or not, husbands, you know, we buy things, expensive things, not to make our wives mad. It's part of our DNA. It's part of us. So don't get mad if we just buy things, all right? Okay, Kim, last one. You know what's the key to a happy marriage? Oh, David, I need to cover your ears. Kim, the secret to the secret to a happy marriage is let David pretend that he's in charge. and lastly, here's one for both of you. Never ever yell at each other. Never do that, unless the house is on fire. You know, on a serious note, I've been fighting cancer for the last 2 years now, and to tell you the truth, at times it has been very difficult. But I received an email from David a couple months ago that reminded me why I fight. And he wrote this to me. He wrote, I have the great privilege of having you as my pretend uncle and a close brother of Christ. Your words have guided me greatly throughout my life. I know you are a force of God, not because of the midi-chlorian count, that's a Star Wars reference, but because you solely rely on the power of the Almighty Father. You are truly one with the Force because the Force is God. With much love, your pretend nephew and brother in Christ. You know what's my favorite part of the email? The part where David says, with much love. And so, if you can raise your glass with me. And with much love, here's to the bride and groom. Cheers.
Give it up for our Uncle Tom.